Chocolate is terrible. Just awful. But that's hardly interesting because, after all, there are a lot of foods that are terrible, like celery or granola bars or, God forbid, Vegemite. But the weird thing about not liking chocolate is not only am I in a minority, I'm fine being in a minority, it's just that the chocolate enthusiasts absolutely adore chocolate to a point that is absolutely ludicrous, and I don't think it's an exaggeration to say, must be stopped. I mean, we celebrate every holiday with chocolate. It's ridiculous. We celebrate Easter with chocolate. The Easter Bunny lays a bunch of chocolate eggs, and you have to go collect them and pick them up and eat them. Which, by the way, I see no negative consequences to teaching little kids to eat the brown stuff that comes out of rabbits, but hey, I'm just saying. We celebrate Valentine's Day with a whole bunch of chocolate. I know plenty of people who are fine with cards and fine with flowers, but what they really want is a whole bunch of brown fun on the bed. We celebrate birthdays with chocolate. As if to say, congratulations, you made another trip around the sun. Now here's a whole bunch of really sugary, really unhealthy chocolate. Here's hoping you don't make it to the next one. Halloween, oh gosh, Halloween is pretty much nothing but going door to door and getting candy, the bulk of which is chocolate or candy bars. As a side note, why the heck are candy bars not considered chocolate? They so obviously are. I mean, sure, it's not the sort of rich, dark chocolate you'll get at the stores, but it's still chocolate. Goddamn high-class nose-lifting snobs. And lastly, there's Christmas. We also celebrate Christmas with a whole bunch of chocolate. A bunch of chocolates in the stockings, sometimes boxes of chocolates that you give your friends so that they can open up their little pot of gold and pick at it. And while I've never attended a Hanukkah, I would not be surprised if they got distracted from lighting the candles because they were too busy stuffing their faces with goddamn chocolate. You know, I think this all stems from this bizarre notion that eating chocolate is one of the greatest pleasures in life. Some even joke that it's better than sex. What utter nonsense! Our brains are hardwired by evolution to want to bang and bang a lot. It's so ingrained that humans will go through elaborate, tedious courtship just for the reward of mating with one another. If you'd be willing to go on several lame rom-com dates with chocolate in order to finally have a chance to eat it, then you have some serious problems. This weird connection between chocolate and sex is all too exploited by the chocolate industry. After all, what better way to sell your product than to say it's like sex, or better yet, better than sex? Here, I'll give you an example. I was at the store, and walking down the candy aisle, I came across a lineup of chocolate bars from a company called Zazu Bean, based in Vancouver. Here are the flavors I saw: sassy, sultry, nudie, kiki, cheeky, squeeze, nut bar, lunatic, hottie, flirt, naked, and smooch. Those aren't flavors! As somebody who already hates chocolate, I was repulsed imagining what the heck naked tastes like. Ugh. Although, I'll admit that I like the image on the squeeze bar, which appears to be someone pushing their titties together. Their website advertises how exceedingly dark their chocolate is, typically at about 70%. That just makes me think that their next bar should be called Deep Dark Dickin' flavor. You know, come to think of it, the only chocolate I've ever liked has been that lovely creamy white chocolate, which I've recently discovered shouldn't even be called chocolate, as it contains no cocoa powder, and without cocoa powder, it ain't chocolate. Frankly, the fact that white chocolate isn't actually chocolate makes me love it even more. White is better than dark, which is yet another thing Hitler was right about.